Hey guys, it's MapperJohn12 and we're back with some more Minecraft. Now, if you notice here, a little bit different. There's a giant bridge connecting the greenhouse and the deck's getting started. Lots been going on. I'll explain how we built it. I just wanted to build it off camera because it did take a really long time and I had some other stuff to do. So Boom actually built this bridge. I built the deck. Very small, but he built this bridge. I gave him some ideas and he just did a great job on it. Of the roof. This thing is extremely bright during the night, which is awesome. Got some more stuff to harvest here. I haven't been in here in a long time, but yeah, so it's awesome that he was able to build this. It's great. It's a really good bridge. So Boom's still here anyways too, so we'll be talking. But let's get out of here and search something else about this bridge on our way down. Now I'm going to make this porch, but I wanted to make this probably on camera because it's kind of small, so I kind of just started it. Steps are going to go down. Whatever. Very simple. Now look at these supports. These are just awesome. I like that how it makes it look like the bridge is actually being supported by something, and it's not just like just hanging there. It's better. I think it's better. Okay, so this time we have food, some other stuff. We don't need. Oh, I forgot torches. Great. Forgot torches. Well, more stuff to talk about. So we mentioned a new series they're gonna be coming up. What did we say again, Boom? It was Skyrim, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Dungeon multiplayer series, and Dungeon Defenders. So that should be fun for you guys to watch. They're gonna be fun to make, though. I'll tell you that much. Alright, 2 sacks, 64 torches should be good. Now we can get going. Just want to get rid of this stone pick, but now, you know what? I need to bring workbench. Now we're ready. We're not very prepared starting this episode off. Unfortunately, I forgot to grab the cacti, but that's okay. Let's just get out of here. Make our way down. Yeah, let's just talk a little bit more about Dungeon Defenders, I guess. Boom is, if anyone's played Dungeon Defenders, you know there's 4 classes. Squire. Well, there's Squire. There is Mage, or Apprentice actually, it's like a Mage. Ranger, or it's actually Huntress, and the Monk. And I play at the Apprentice, and Boom plays as the Squire. We tried the Monk and the Ranger. We weren't really big fans. The Ranger had to like reload. The Squire and the Apprentice are like they're easier to play, which is probably why we like them better. But I wouldn't say we're very good at the game. But so it's potentially easier to play. Like as the Monk, Boom. I never played it as a Monk, so I'm gonna give Boom the mic in a second here, so we can talk a little bit about that and in his experiences. Whoa! Ow! Yeah, I didn't really even make it that far. I played the Mage. I mean, the Huntress for a very short. I have to block this off too. No, let's just get rid of our stone pick by now. So yeah.
There's other classes to unlock.
There are?
Yeah, there are more classes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're unknown. It's like Berserker, or like Barbarian, or something like that.
Huh.
But they're the classes after.
Really?
It gets harder.
They get harder.
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Either harder or easier.
I had no idea there was other classes. Huh. Well, we'll have to try to level up for that. That's interesting.
Like max level 70 to get the last one.
Yeah, 70 is the max level. Are we on Moody, I'm guessing? Yes. Making sure. So yeah, I'm going to give the mic over to Boom for a second so we can talk a little bit about... Let's block this off too. So we can talk a little bit about the Monk. And I'll talk about the Ranger after.
Hello guys, and I'm here to talk about the Monk from Dungeon Defenders. The Monk doesn't have... It's more of a combat class. It has a healing spell, which like you get... But most of it is just like lay down stuff that's kind of like traps, but they don't do that much. in my opinion, it's not really good, because all you do is fight with it. Like on the other classes, you get to lay down some good traps, and this you just like lay down something that doesn't really do that much. And now to Moppy John with the Huntress.
Yeah, the Huntress. Starting off as a Huntress, I was a big fan. Her weapons do nearly twice. The base weapon damage does nearly twice the base weapon damage of the Apprentice, which is who I play as, of the Apprentice, starting off, but I mean before you upgrade them. I was very excited about that. That's very good, because I always upgrade my weapons to do a lot more damage. But soon after starting to play as her, I think we found the cave here, I realized, well, one, she has to reload. The mage has two abilities. The left mouse click is just like a shooting off ability, and the right mouse click is an area effect ability, which is very helpful. This is mine, I forgot here, but it's just a very helpful attack to use for, I guess you could say, like if. Well, you're trying to defend the Eternia Crystal. If the Eternia Crystal is surrounded by people, you want to use the area effect attack. It helps out. Wait, what level is this on? Okay. So, the Eternia Crystal is, the Apprentice has more abilities. Now, the thing about the Huntress is that she has to reload. Now, if the reload button was, like, say, R, wouldn't really mind. But she loses the second initial ability that she is given for the reload, which is the right mouse click. Now, that's bad because I didn't really like that, but I got over it. But her traps, although they do damage, you have to like upgrade. They're just traps, really. They really aren't. You really do need a strategic mind to use her traps because of the ways they're used. It's kind of hard for me to describe exactly what they are, but in a nutshell, basically, they really just are like area effect. Like there's a gas trap. Obviously, it slows down your enemies, and there's like an explosion trap, but it doesn't even do that much damage. So, her traps, as they're called, I'm just not a huge fan of them. Now, the Apprentice, on the other hand, the Apprentice doesn't use traps. The Apprentice uses towers to defend, and excuse me. And these towers, they're very powerful. They do a lot of damage, and there's a wide variety of upgrades you can have for them. Now, one of the upgrades is health, and you sacrifice health with the Huntress of the traps for how many times they will be used, like because there's a little counter number by them, and that tells you how many more uses they have. And they also have a cooldown time, which I'll get into in a second. But with the whole I keep losing my train of thought. With the whole countdown, with the amount of time you have to spend just and effort you spend just upgrading so that you do multiple, so you can use your trap multiple times. It is a waste of your leveling up, in my opinion, which is one of the reasons why I do not like the Huntress very much, because her level ups are, in my opinion, sometimes useless. And I mean, they are useful considering what her traps are, but they could be spent doing other upgrades. There's some gold. They could be spent by doing that. They could be spent on other upgrades, and I think it's kind of like a waste of a level sometimes when you have to add more ticks. And it's not even like every time you upgrade you get an extra use. You have to upgrade it multiple times just to get an extra use, and I don't like that. I just don't like that very much. Now, I played as the Huntress until about level 5, and from what I got from there, she's good for soloing. Like if you don't have any friends that are playing and you just have bad internet connection like I do, you're gonna probably want to make a Huntress or a mage because their traps can stand by themselves. Now, I'm not sure about the monk because I never played as him, but I did play as the Squire until about level 3, and the Squire it's hard to solo. The Squire is more of a tank unit, whereas when you solo in Dungeon Defenders, you really want to have more of a DPS. The Squire kind of gets everybody to attack him, but when you're soloing as the Squire, you really, the enemies come from multiple locations, and it is hard to get around. Now, I do a lot of soloing, like I said, because my internet connection is pretty terrible. It's atrocious, actually. But, so, I upgrade my speed of my apprentice a lot. I upgrade the speed, because you can upgrade how fast they move, and I really do like that upgrade. That upgrade is available for the Huntress. That is probably, I must recommend, that is, if you're going to solo, it is a necessity. Nearly a necessity. I don't want to say that it is just because it may not be, but from my experiences, it is nearly a necessity to you. It's nearly a necessity for you to upgrade your speed if you're going to solo, because it's the maps are just so large. They're not meant to be soloed, but for some of us, we really have no choice. And when you're in that position, like I am, and you have no speed, the Eternia Crystal is going to get destroyed. There's really no way to avoid that, unfortunately. So you need to upgrade your speed a lot. I highly recommend upgrading your speed if you're in a solo. Now, back to the Ranger. As I was saying, her traps have a cooldown time that you can upgrade. You can make it shorter. But I do have some things that I dislike about that. First of all, I dislike the idea of a cooldown time in general. I think that the trap should be instant. Now, the reason I think of this is, again, to the soloing factor. In solo mode, the trap should be instant. If there's going to be a cooldown, there has to be an upgrade. And decreasing that cooldown time as an upgrade, again, it sacrifices another one of your trades. I forget exactly what trade it is. But now you're sacrificing 2 of your trades just to improve upon your own trap. Whereas the other traits in the game, the other traits would help out your entire group. The traits that you're sacrificing. So the Huntress is not really a group player, unfortunately. And again, if the Huntress was able to solo, then I wouldn't be really complaining. But because of some of her traits, she's unable to solo too. So wow, I just got really lucky. So I am just not a huge fan of the Huntress class. That is again, it's just a personal opinion. So I don't know. Maybe leave some feedback in the comments about if anyone does play, what you guys think of it. I'm just not a big fan of the class. The class is, I know it's kind of like meant to be a team player, but in my opinion, it's not. The class is not even a team player. I'm fairly certain the Monk and the Huntress they're meant to be played on a team. But from my experiences, I guess, and once you get to a higher level, maybe it is easier for you as the Huntress. But it is definitely. Oh, whoa! I just found something, and you stupid rat got in my way. This is right next to. Well, not right next to, but it's near. You guys remember this place? Sorry, I'm losing track of what I was talking about. But I can I don't even know where I'm going now. Over here, here's that wall that we made. What level are we on? 28. Wow, not even that shallow. So as I was saying, okay, the one other thing I want to talk about: when you upgrade your weapons, you're given many things to upgrade, such as this is one thing I like about the Hunters. You can upgrade how much damage it does and things like that. You can upgrade how fast the weapon reloads and how many clips it has. Now, I like and I dislike that. I like it because you can actually change it. But again, I don't like the entire idea of ammo and clip and, how much clips. So it's kind of, again, it's like a waste of an upgrade in my opinion. So, I mean, waste may not be the best word for describing this, but it's just the only word that comes to my mind when I think of it. So, I hear an ogre. I'm gonna go get that guy. Hope so. Yeah, I get some damage from that. So that's really my thoughts on the Huntress class. yeah, I'm gonna put Boom back on, see what he has to say about, and if he has anything else to say about the monk. Okay, yeah. Boom's just gonna describe the Squire for a second.
Well, not to the Squire. The Squire is a very good tank. It's not a good soloing, as Moppy said. It has some good, like, it's good to have a Squire and a Apprentice together, because the Squire has good shields, because the shields are spiked so they do damage, and then you just have the Apprentice putting towers behind them, so then it does double the damage. So then they're being hurt by the shield and by the towers. Also, it depends how you upgrade. Like, it's good to get your damage up and like get a good weapon, but it's also good to invest in upgrading your weapon too. Like, it's not just about finding a weapon that does a lot of damage, because you can easily upgrade some weapons so they can do a lot more damage. And some other traps of the Squire. There's one that when an enemy will walk up to it, it will spin up with spikes on the side, causing them to get pretty much blown across the map, and it will deal a ton of damage. The next trap that I know of, and the final one that I know of at the moment, is a kind of like a ballista. It shoots, you can put it anywhere, and it's really good for anything that flies. It will shoot anywhere you put it, and it will do a lot of damage. So, well-rounded, the Squire is really good. For both solo, well, not that much soloing, but it's really good in groups. And back to Moppy.
We just found some lapis here. So, yes. As you said, the Squire, the thing about the spinning trap that he was describing, it can hurt you as well. And that is one of my, lag. It's one of the things I'm not too fond of when it comes to the Squire, the fact that his traps can hurt you yourself. Diamonds! Yes! How much? Just one. Yeah, but I don't have any torches.
You don't have any torches?
I ran out of torches. Take a break from our Dungeon Defenders talk for a second here, so I can
dig around where you found that one diamond. There's usually one hidden behind it.
Good point. I'm gonna turn my brightness up to bright for now. Just for now. I'll turn it back down as soon as we finish. I want.
Get all the lapis here.
Oh yeah, plenty of lapis. This is just for a moment. What? That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about Dungeon Defenders here now. The Apprentice. It is considered you only need novice difficult. It's a novice difficulty. I mean novice player. Like, you only need to be a novice to really play as the Apprentice, but in my opinion, it takes someone that knows what they're doing in the game to effectively play the Apprentice. It's one thing to just play as the Apprentice. It's another thing to play effectively as the Apprentice, and I can describe why now. The Apprentice, like I said, is given towers as defense, and these towers, when placed in the right position, can devastate your enemies. But when placed in incorrect, or just not, actually iron, don't worry, or just not as good of a position, they can really almost hurt you as they will miss. The towers have a radius that shoots out around them, and this radius, you can only attack enemies within the radius. So, not the best. But I'll explain a little bit more. I'm gonna go, be right back. Maybe with that, let me see how long we've been going for. I want to go back, but I don't want to walk back on camera. Okay, only 20 minutes. Stop the recording right now, run home, get some torches, and come back down here and explore some more. Alright, I'll be right back. I might grab a few resources on the way back. Alright, be right back.